Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back to day 4 with Frank Molinar on Coffee with John, morning caffeine for your business. And this is caffeine, what we're about to talk about. Frank, in your book, and I've enjoyed talking with you all week, Financial Dominance, Your Battle Plan for a Richer Life. In your book, one of the things you talk about is pay yourself first won't cut it. And I think a lot of times people hear pay yourself first, pay yourself first, pay yourself. So dive into that, unwind that, unpack that for us.
So let's think about that right now. When somebody says pay yourself first or they hear it, what do you immediately think of? You think, well, if I throw a little money to my savings and then just try and live on the rest, that'll be enough. I'll be okay. Is that right? Does anything else come to mind?
Right. I don't know. You tell me.
That's been my experience. People just kind of say, oh, I pay myself first, that'll fix everything.
Yeah.
It's not enough, and it's not engaging enough.
Okay.
It's not serious enough. It's kind of like the idea of save for a rainy day.
Yeah.
We don't need to save for rainy days. We need to be aware of typhoons and hurricanes and life-changing events that happen.
Yeah.
Paying yourself first is an optional, nice idea. Getting right with your finances is not optional. It's absolutely necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be taken at a much deeper, much more serious level. Not serious that it's going to be hard, but more engaged than just pay yourself first.
Yeah. So what are some...
Sorry, a lot of people, they'll have automatic deductions come out of their paycheck to go into their savings account. But if they're not managing their finances, how often do they go back into that savings account to tap it to get to the next paycheck?
Yeah. So what do they do? So what do we do? So what do listeners or people who are in this position, what do they do? What is that's the problem. What's the solution?
Well, I hate to sound like I'm just playing off of this, but you want to get engaged. Success with money is a matter of personal engagement with your finances, perspective, and planning.
Yeah.
And all of that is in this book, Financial Dominance. It's a tool that you can use as a guide path to just get past that and not to be so flippant that it's just the idea of paying yourself first. You are going to build a life instead of just getting by. And it takes a little bit more engagement than just a nice idea. This is important stuff, far too important to be boring, far too important to be left to some passing anecdote that nobody really takes seriously enough anyway.
Yeah. And I just want to point something out. So some people who may be listening right now may say, I can't afford a financial advisor, a wealth manager. I can't do this. So what I love about books, and I've always loved about books, that for $0, if you're a Kindle Unlimited, you can get the book for free. For $26.95, you can buy it on Amazon. And it's a tool, if this tool is right for you, that can help you and map things out for you and guide you. So I just don't want everyone thinking that, wealth managers in this are only for the wealthy, right? So can you just talk on that for a moment?
In that book, and you didn't mention the audiobook is $14.95, or you can also get that free if you have that Audible.
Sorry about that.
But you're right. You can get 2 versions of this book for free.
Yeah.
I missed the point we were coming to.
I had said that wealth. I don't want people thinking that wealth advisors or wealth advice is only for the wealthy, right? So you have this book here, or Audible book that you can buy that will be a guide for you, right? So it doesn't matter what your wealth level is, there is guidance out there.
There's guidance out there. There's tools out there. There are also financial counselors who are not necessarily working with people that have lots of money. They work with them though, but they're just there to help you steer to where you can create your resources. But this book, in that book, there are 4,000 hours of one-on-one counseling of individuals from all levels of life, from barely getting by to millions of dollars in the bank.
Yeah.
This is the path that I've walked all these people through, and it is all right there. So in addition to that, it's a great place to start. But in addition to that, then reach out to somebody and reach out to me. If you have questions, I'm happy to field those answers.
How can they connect with you, Frank?
You can connect with me at frank@frankmolinar.com or frank@financialdominance.com. You can also connect through the website, frankmolinar.com. And of course, the book's available on your Amazon or all your retailers.
I love it. All right, Frank, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to continue these topics. I appreciate your time. Think community, if Frank can help, please reach out. My wife's grandfather always used to say, rich or poor, it's good to have money. And I think we all can find more money if we just look at our the way that we spend more effectively and really take the time, like you've been talking about all week. Look at all the, and we talked about this on the podcast and throughout the, look at all the little things you're spending and just, maybe just start there. So
sounds like a good talk for another coffee.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Thanks, everybody.